talking about all of his accomplishments and Mary Jo's. They are the most versatile people I have ever met in my life. They were talking about when they did a car commercials.
Oh yes,
They did.
Ford. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is there any? She's a,
Air pilot.
an air pilot, and she's done all these things, and he's done all these things, and they are amazing.
Yes.
You talk about cramming a life into a lifetime. You guys have done it.
She was a model that she was in some Continental Airlines. Was it a magazine or was it TV? What was that?
I honestly don't remember.
There's a picture in that book of
Yes.
yeah,
Well, Tom was my one-man boosters club. That would blow up some little thing that I might have done. And made me a star.
That's right.
what Dave was saying is right about Dad's eyesight. In the last few days that we have been here, I think probably 2 days before he passed, he was in a hospital bed, sitting right in here and sort of looking out this way. We took, those little sponge swabs, did those. That was about all the liquid he was intaking. And then, so we had a routine going. We would do one of those and then put some chapstick on his lip. And then, sorry, this is just turning into two stories, so I'll stop and then we'll get back to normal programming. And so he was laying back on bed and he said, and we're trying to, and we had a whitey board which we were asking him questions so that to make it easy to communicate with him, and I said, Mom, I think he wants a kiss, and he did. And Mom gave him a kiss and he smiled, and he was so good. And another time we thought we took care of all the needs that we could take care of, and he was motioning, pointing out here, and so finally we handed him this whitey board and said, "Tell us, what are you trying to tell us?" And he grabbed the marker and he drew. It took him about a minute, and he drew this. It's a quail, which he loved. He loved, but this is something we'll probably frame or something.
Yeah.
It's so sweet, but he whipped this thing out. It's not a bad drawing of a quail.
That's a good one.
So we'll, sorry to get back into this.
Fantastic.
I wanted to say something too, because a lot of these stories I've never heard. But if I could speak on behalf of the 13 grandchildren, we just knew Papa as Papa, and these things, they're so interesting. But what we knew is that when we came over, it was, I would come and sit on this back porch and just be at rest with Papa. He's so easy to just sit with. And just have a simple conversation, with, and just be at rest with him. And so that's what I think the grandchildren just know best. Mm-hmm.
Maybe you have or have not, maybe you've all heard this, but Tom and Mary Jo and Armando and I were together, and I asked how they got saved. And I think you were already studying the Bible.
I guess so. Yeah.
And he said, Mary Jo was sick, and it was my job to get all the children ready and get them to church, to Mass. And I got them all, combed hair, bows, whatever. And I don't want to have my back.
No, you're fine, Gretchen.
And so I took them to Mass. And we're all sitting there, and I'm watching the Mass, and he said, there are two choir boys, one on either side, two altar boys, I guess. And the priest starts, and then he loses his place. So he's moving pages, trying to find his place. And each of the altar boys behind the altar, they're rolling stuff to each other and just enjoying this. And the page turning goes on. And he can't find his place. And Tom said, I'm going to go, what is the meaning in this? I'm going to go find out what she's doing. And that made such an impression on me. We have no idea what moment God will use in a person's life, man, woman, child, to kind of say, there's something else. And I've never forgotten that. And how I don't ever want to forget that, because it gives me encouragement to pray for those who either have strayed or who don't yet know that Tom found that in a church service.
Thanks.